Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video I will be talking about the book Thrawn, written by Timothy Zahn. As many of us know, Thrawn is a master tactician. The book explains exactly how he thinks and operates in every situation of a battle he participates in. You follow him through different ranks and how he progresses as a military leader in the Galactic Empire. As you read on, you notice that Thrawn does not only use his tactical thinking in wartime, but also in his private life. From this perspective, you yourself can learn from the master tactician. First of all, I want to explain in short his personality type. Thrawn has an INTG personality type. INTGs are analytical problem solvers, eager to improve systems and processes with innovative ideas. They have talent for seeing possibilities for improvement, whether at work, at home, or in themselves. INTGs are sometimes referred to as mastermind personalities because of their strategic and logical way of thinking. Thrawn is exactly like this. He always plans ahead of others to ensure victory. He learns from other cultures, their strengths, their weaknesses. He does not only do this with others but also himself. This way he knows his own strengths and his own weaknesses. As the famous Chinese strategist Sun Tzu said, "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle." We know Thrawn used this way of thinking in every battle you've heard of. Legends or in canon, you can see that his ways are always the same. When you are reading the book, you will notice many realizations and lessons you can keep always in your mind throughout your life. Like one of his first quotes from the book. "All beings begin their lives with hope and aspiration. Among these aspirations is the desire that there will be a straight path to those goals. It is seldom so, perhaps never. Sometimes the turns are one's own volition, as one's thoughts and goals change over time. But more often, the turns are mandated by outside forces." Thrawn tells us that we are all born with a will to succeed in life. Success is different for every individual. The goals you set in life are different for everyone. The reason why you change your own goals is not always directly because you wanted different things, but it was because others steered you in a way that they think was or may be better for you. This leads us to another quote from Thrawn which says, "One is born with a unique set of talents and abilities. One must choose which of those talents to nurture, which to ignore completely. Sometimes the choice is obvious, other times the hints and proddings are more obscure. Then one may need to undergo several regimens of training and sample several different professions before determining where one's strongest talents lie. This is the driving force behind many life path alterations." Thrawn explains that we all have unique skills. We are always better at something than others, but there are also people who are better than you in the same profession. This way you are going to choose your own life path, because you choose one skill you are best at. But this can also be influenced by other individuals, because they think that you are better at specific professions, while you yourself never realized it. As Thrawn points out, you must think about this yourself, and then make your own decision with all the knowledge you got from yourself and others. The book teaches you to always be alert at your own decisions. Are they logical, or are they driven by emotions like joy, anger, and revenge? You see, he never gets angry but acts with reason. People make errors constantly, but this should not drive someone mad, but they should learn from them. As an example, a conversation between Thrawn and Ensign Eli Vanto. "Do you know the difference between an error and a mistake, Ensign?" "Anyone can make an error, Ensign, but that error doesn't become a mistake until you refuse to correct it." If you want to be better than the person you were before, you should always reflect on your own errors and failures. But you do not have to do this alone. Thrawn explains that you will seldom reach your goals on your own. You need others to help you. They can be allies, opponents, or friends. In case of Thrawn, that friend throughout the book was Eli Vanto. He told him about the dislike humans had towards aliens and that Thrawn should be careful about it. He told him about politicians, that they do not act on reason, but on the advantage they could get against other politicians. Eli helped him adapt and live in the Galactic Empire. Thrawn realized this himself too, and saw Eli Vanto as a real friend. He even explains this eventually in a journal about opponents, allies and friends. It is said that one should keep one's allies within view and one's enemies within reach. A valid statement. One must be able to read an ally's strengths as to determine how to best use them. One must similarly be able to read his enemy's weaknesses so as to determine how best to defeat him. But what about friends? There is no accepted answer. Perhaps true friendship is so exceedingly rare, but I have formulated my own. A friend need not to be kept in sight or within reach. A friend must be allowed the freedom to find and follow his own path. If one is fortunate, those paths will for a time join, but if paths separate, it is comforting to know that a friend still graces the universe with his skill and his viewpoint and his presence. For one is remembered by a friend, one is never truly gone. Thrawn is a really interesting character in the Star Wars universe. Thrawn never sees joy in killing or destroying civilizations. He acts with reason and logic and never really out of emotion. In the book you will learn exactly how he thinks and acts in every situation he gets in, how to be alert at all time. Thrawn has been one of my favorite characters since I learned about him. That's I think is many years ago, maybe about 10 years ago, maybe longer. In Legends and in canon he has the same way of thinking and I was very relieved how he was presented in Rebels. His character was exactly how I want him to see, a cunning warrior who should not be reckoned with. I really advise you to read the book if you haven't. I'm also very looking forward to Thrawn in The Mandalorian. I hope he will be presented as well as a good cunning warrior, as always. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos. I want to make more Star Wars videos, and even write some fanfiction with genres like what if this happened or what this does not happen. And I hope if you like them, just comment them what kind of videos you want to see. I hope I will see you next time, but until then, may the Force be with you always.